From the Rutgers Athletic Center in Piscataway, TV3 Sports presents high school basketball. Tonight, the girls Group 1 Championship featuring the Keyport Red Raiders and the New Providence Pioneers. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jim Wise, and tonight we have the girls Group 1 Championship. Two teams that have never played for the Group 1 Championship before. We have Keyport representing Central New Jersey and New Providence, the Pioneers representing North Jersey Section 2. Working with me tonight is the coach, Ed Lyons. And coach, with two teams going for the title for the first time, there has to be a lot of excitement both on the floor and on the bench.
Must be, you know, for these kids, women's basketball being fairly new and really coming to a high competitive level now. Must be quite a thrill for these kids and for the coaches, too, to get them here for the first time.
Keyport from the Shore Conference, and they install the three-guard offense. Really, they don't work with the center, and probably the best of their three guards is Colleen Brady.
Colleen is the all-time Keyport High School girls basketball scorer. She scored well over 1,000 points. Good shooter from the outside, and just a good women's basketball player. She's going to have to be kept under control by New Providence today if they can do that.
New Providence, meanwhile, under head coach Bob Kahn, will try and push the ball down low and use the height, which they have to their advantage. They will come out playing 5'11", 5'9", 5'8" at the front line, and one of their 5'9" forwards is their leading scorer, Janice Higgins.
Janice, also a good shooter, take the ball to the basket, and has led the club average around 18 points a ball game. So the reverse of what I said at the other end, she's going to be a problem, along with Caitlin Hadeke for the Keyport club to contend with. New Providence is obviously the bigger club.
Tony Gaeta and Bob Kahn in their first state championship game. We always talk about the kids being excited, but obviously the coaches have to be really up to.
First time you get there, I'll tell you, there's a lot of coaches probably in both women's basketball and men's basketball that coach for a long time and never get to that one chance at the state championship.
It'll be Keyport and New Providence playing for the Group 1 state championship. Eddie and I will be back with the starting lineups and the opening tip-off in just a few moments. The girls Group 1 championship from the Rutgers Athletic Center. Both teams coming out on the floor. Keyport in the Red Raiders, dressed in the red, trimmed in white. Starting lineups for Keyport, the forwards, Ronnie Dumas and Cynthia Dumas. The centers, Colleen Brady. Actually, they'll play the three guards. Brady will be in the middle. Roxanne Dankovic and Marianne Malika will be the other two guards. New Providence will start these five. Janice Higgins, who we talked about in the open, along with Linda Burke at the forwards. Caitlin Hadke is the center. Mary Beth Campana and Lisa Halleck the guards. New Providence wins the tap, but turns the basketball over along the left baseline, so it'll be Red Raider basketball.
New Providence picking up full court. Looks like a zone 2-2-1 press. That's what it is. Keyport got the ball over.
And they get it ahead to their leading scorer, Colleen Brady. Brady works it back now to Roxanne Dankovic, a 5'5" senior guard, and she'll quarterback the offense for Keyport. Keyport under head coach Tony Gaeta. It's the first time these two schools have ever gotten together for girls basketball.
New Providence is playing a little trick defense down there. They're putting a box and one on Colleen Brady.
Cynthia Dumas in the lane with a shot and a foul, and she is fouled. Our officials this evening. On the left is Jim Loper. On the right, Donna Martello. Cynthia Dumas will go at the line for two shots. Dumas is the other 1,000-point scorer with 1,005. Colleen Brady has 1,120. She is the all-time leading scorer at Keyport. Cynthia Dumas hits the first point of the ball game.
She coaxed that one in. She was right up over the line there, and like playing a pinball machine, she coaxed it in.
Cynthia Dumas, the fourth all-time leading scorer for Keyport, and the Red Raiders go up 2-0.
Keyport's in a 2-1-2 zone, Jim, and it's like both clubs are we thought maybe they'd play man-to-man, and both clubs are going to zone-type defenses.
Janice Higgins, leading scorer, puts it up and in for New Providence. The Lady Pioneers get on the board, and we're deadlocked at 2.
Quick one-hand push that time by Janice.
Cynthia Dumas on the right side, as the Red Raiders don't have a lot of trouble getting it across midcourt. Roxanne Dankovich will set it up.
They're in a 1-3 type zone, and all over the floor they're playing Colleen Brady.
Brady works the ball off, and now we're going to have a jump ball as Dankovich is tied up. Dankovich tied up by Mary Beth Campana.
They have Lisa Halleck from Providence is the girl that's trailing Colleen Brady all over the floor.
Tip is controlled by Ronnie Dumas. 2 apiece, 6:33 to go in the first quarter. Falling to the floor is Dankovich. Coming back is New Providence. Up and in with the layup.
Nice pass that time, coming down on the break, spotted the open shooter, and got it to her.
Mary Beth Campana with her first 2. New Providence with their first lead of the ball game at 4-2. New Providence working that press. The Red Raiders cross midcourt. Brady down low to Cynthia Dumas. She's up and 2.
If they're going to play Brady like that, somebody's got to be open. That time she found Cynthia Dumas open and got the good pass in there.
4 apiece. Janice Higgins thinks about the shot on the right side. Holds. Comes back outside. Working the offense at the guard spots. Mary Beth Campana and Lisa Halleck. They go baseline to Caitlin Hadeke up. Bounces 3 times. No good. Hadeke with the follow. And that's good.
That's where she's tough, right in there. And up for that second shot.
Caitlin Hadke has 95 points and 40 rebounds just during the state tournament games alone. Cynthia Dumas couldn't get the shot off. Back comes New Providence, though, working 2 against 3. Going down the lane, though. And being fouled is Linda Burke. Check that, Lisa Halleck. So Halleck will go to the line for 2 shots. And that time the foul was called on Colleen Brady. Halleck at the line, comes in averaging 5 points per game. Second free throw is up and good. Halleck makes 1 of 2, and New Providence leads by a score of 7-4.
Providence staying with that press. They're all over Colleen Brady.
Brady double teamed, and she dishes off to Cynthia Dumas. Now it goes to Roxanne Dankovich. Dankovich will slow down and set up the offense. They're certainly looking to try and give away that shot. Jumper is up and no good by Cynthia Dumas. Rebound comes down to New Providence.
They have Keyport confused with that defense here in the early going.
Campana tries to loop it into the lane, stolen away by Cynthia Dumas, but then she travels with the basketball in backcourt.
I thought she traveled earlier. The referee gave it a good look, like an umpire looking at the play at second base, and called it.
Donna Martello with the call. New Providence will do the inbounding. Into Hadke. She looks tied up by 2 players, but gets the ball back outside. Cross-court pass. Hallis thinks about it and puts it up. No good. Rebound comes back down to Linda Burke. Burke in the lane. A shot up by Janice Higgins.
Janice can shoot the ball. She wants to shoot it, and she can shoot it. She got that shot off in a hurry and put it down.
4 points for Janice Higgins. Colleen Brady, one of her few opportunities to hold the basketball, but out near midcourt, and she is fouled immediately. Lisa Halleck will pick up the personal foul. Tony Gata right off the bench, too, trying to get his team settled. They're trailing by 5 points, 4:27 to go in the first quarter. And we're going to have a timeout called. So New Providence gets the early jump on Keyport. They lead by a score of 9-4. Keyport comes in already with balanced scoring. They have 3 players in double figures. Of course, Ronnie and Cynthia Dumas at 10 and 15 points respectively do the bulk of the scoring, but they like to share the offense around. And in a situation like they're having right now, I guess they probably just need a hoop or 2 and everybody will get started.
Well, the other scorers will certainly have to pick up the slack. When you have 2 girls that have scored over 1,000 points in their careers, you know that they've done most of the scoring. And Bob Kahn over there on the New Providence bench is probably betting that that little 1-3 defense he's playing with one girl hounding Colleen Brady will force those who haven't been shooting to shoot. And if they don't hit, well, he's in clover.
New Providence offensively during the regular season averaging 54 points, while defensively just giving up 41.
Obviously, Coach Kahn put a lot of thought into this, and it's kind of a trick defense. Probably, though, the Brady girl must have seen similar type defense before boxing one because of the way she scores, especially being an outside scorer.
Dankovic dribbling on the right side, holds. Looks for Ronnie Dumas. Now they go to the corner to Cynthia Dumas. Back outside, Dankovic will fire from 10 and hit.
Nice shot.
Much more patient attack that time by Keyport. They trail by 3, 9-6.
They put Colleen Brady down underneath the basket in the pivot that time, and they're moving her around in there.
Higgins works against the zone, goes to Hadke, and we have a whistle outside. 3 seconds in the lane called. Keyport will take over on the turnover. Dankovic holds the ball up in backcourt, gets it now to Cynthia Dumas. Red Raiders have not really had a lot of trouble with the press. Down the lane, shot is up and good by Colleen Brady.
I can see why they want to play her. She made a real good move that time. She just took the ball right to the bucket. And like you say, Jim, the timeout seems to have settled the Keyport club down, and they've gotten the 2 buckets. As soon as I said that, they walked with the ball.
We'll see that offensive play one more time.
Here comes Colleen Brady right down. She was hit there. They didn't call it. She went right up, laid the ball against the glass, and put it home.
The Providence offensively, Mary Beth Campana quarterbacking right now. Works it into the lane, looking for Higgins. Janice Higgins fires it up. No good, but we have a whistle and a foul. Higgins will go to the line for 2 shots.
She gets that shot off in a hurry. She got that little one-hand pop, and she gets it off quickly.
Fouls on Cynthia Dumas. Her first and the team's second. Janice Higgins finds herself at the line for 2 shots. Smooth touch on the first.
She even shoots her foul shots with just a quick little push.
Higgins out of the starting gate quickly. She has 5 points already. Half of the current New Providence total. But also the second, so the Lady Pioneers go up now by a score of 11-8. Brady in backcourt crosses the midcourt line, holds. Looks for Cynthia Dumas as it knocked away, but Brady recovers, fires it into the forecourt to Marianne Malika. Back outside, a jumper by Dankovic is good. Roxanne Dankovic with her second field goal. She has 4 points.
Both the same kind of field goals, too. Little one-hand pops from off the top of the key.
Keyport now draws to within 1 at 11-10. Higgins right back. She hits again. Janice Higgins now with 8 points. 13-10 New Providence. Bad pass and a turnover. Higgins right back with the basketball one more time. Campana looks over her shoulder, doesn't find anybody. Higgins thinks about the shot. Working it down low to Hadke, and she is fouled. That's the thing they had to fear is Caitlin Hadke at 5'11" and has 3 or 4 inches on almost anybody else on the floor, Ed.
That's what we were talking about before the game, Jim, that Keyport's Tony Gator knew this. They had to control her inside, and you can see they've been able to get the ball to her. She's the biggest girl out there.
Hakey with that 15.5 per game average also pulls down 11 rebounds per contest, misses the first. Hatchie studies and fires the second, and that's good. Caitlin now with 3 points in the ball game, 14-10 with 2:33 to go in the first quarter. Dankovic on the left side, gets it ahead to Cynthia Dumas. Dumas down the lane, 3 against 2. She pulls up from 12, no good. Rebound pulled down by Burke. Burke outlets to Campana, and New Providence is on the run. Campana down the lane, the ball is knocked away and stolen away. Colleen Brady with the basketball.
Anna Campana that time forced the pass in. She maybe would have been better off to take the shot.
Cynthia Dumas with a little too much in that shot, and we're going to have a rebounding foul called against Marianne Malika.
Over the top.
first personal on Malika and the 4th team foul against Keyport.
Campana is a real little playmaker out there. There's another good pass into Hakey.
Shot just won't go home. The ball's knocked out of bounds, but the Lady Pioneers will retain possession. Got the ball in down low without a lot of difficulty at all right there. Inbounds pass goes over the head of Hadke. Recovered, though. Top of the key. A shot is put up by Campana. High off the glass, no good. Rebound fought for in the lane. Hadke comes out with it and travels, trying to put the ball on the floor.
He's going to cause Keyport a problem all night in there.
Keyport this time has trouble with that ball taken away from Brady. It's now Campana 2-on-2. She pulls up off the glass and it rolls home. Mary Beth Campana with her second field goal. She has 4, and New Providence lead is up to 6.
That time she was looking for the shot, not looking to make the extra pass.
Dankovic will set it up with 1:25 to go in the opening quarter.
There's that 1-3. There's a good picture of it now. There's that 1-3. Colleen Brady being played down under by Lisa Halleck.
Brady with the basketball, top of the key. Looks, left side, Dankovic will fire the open shot and hit it again.
That's Dankovic's spot right there. She's drawing an X down there.
I guess they feel if they're going to double team Brady, Dankovic will take the shot. She has 6 points.
Somebody has to be open.
50 seconds left in the first quarter. Campana, left side to Burke. Into the lane, looking for Higgins. She puts 1 step and then 2, and she is called for traveling. So New Providence picks up 2 traveling violations in 2 consecutive trips down court, and with 44 seconds to go, Keyport with a hoop can pull within 2. Score is 16-12. Dankovic and Brady working in the backcourt right now. Brady loops it ahead to Dankovic, and now to Cynthia Dumas. Colleen Brady looking for a shot, Ed.
Yeah, she looks like she likes to go to the hoop, too, but she's surrounded all day here.
Marianne Malika with the open shot this time. Same spot as Dankovic has been hitting from Malika with her first field goal.
Well, you got to give something. As I say, you play those trick Chinese defenses. Somebody's going to be open, and as of now, Keyport's hitting that little open shot.
10 seconds in the quarter. They get it down low to Hadke. She puts it up. No good, but a foul is called. I believe Ronnie Dumas is going to pick up that foul. We'll see it one more time, and they're getting the ball in without a lot of trouble.
There's the ball right in again. She starts up, and right there, pretty good camera work.
That's a textbook foul.
Right there. Textbook foul. You had to call that one.
Hadke returns to the line. First is good. She now has 4 points. You saw with that 15.5 per game average, she's balling her way to a good start in the first quarter.
She shoots a dead ball up there. Doesn't put any rotation on it. Shoots it up like a knuckler.
Hadke loops the second one in just 8 seconds left in the first quarter, so Keyport will have to move the ball quickly. Cynthia Dumas across midcourt, drives right side. 3 seconds, back outside. Keyport will have to put it up quickly. A desperation shot is good! 18-foot jump shot off balance by Roxanne Dankovic is good. Dankovic has to be the star of the first quarter with 8 points, and that desperation shot pulls Keyport back to within 2.
That was a big bucket for Keyport right at that stage.
An exciting opening quarter of basketball from the Rutgers Athletic Center. We'll be back with more state championship action, Group 1 style, with the score. New Providence 18, Keyport 16. Can that move at all? Can that move at all, Eddie? Ready for the second quarter of action. Keyport trailing New Providence by the score of 18-16. Lady Pioneers with the basketball. Turnovers always a big key, Eddie.
Yeah, New Providence had more turnovers, but they also had more points when the quarter ended.
Keyport not affected that drastically by the press in backcourt. Janice Higgins fires a 12-footer right side, no good. Rebound is loose, but Dankovic comes back out with it. Her bounce pass goes astray. Higgins again in the lane. Thinks about it. Comes back outside to Mary Beth Campana. Campana holds. Goes to Linda Burke. Burke back outside to Campana. Right side again. Higgins.
They're getting on her quicker now. Can't let her have that little one-hand pop from over there or she'll burn you.
Lisa Halleck will fire it up. No good. Rebound fought for by Higgins, who scrambles into the corner, comes out with it. Puts it up herself. No good. This time Ronnie Dumas comes out with a rebound. Dumas to Colleen Brady, and Brady's on the run.
Nice pass.
Beautiful feed. Ronnie Dumas puts it up. No good, but a foul will be called.
Colleen Brady's done that several times today. She fires that ball in there like a baseball, and she sees pretty good when she's on the move. She'll give the ball up.
Veronica Dumas from the line. Her first is up and good. She now has 3 points.
I'll tell you, both clubs have been defensive clubs or have played good defense, but it was a good high-scoring first quarter.
Second one rolls off. 18-17 in favor of New Providence. Opening seconds of the second quarter. For the girls Group 1 championship, Keyport representing Central Jersey, New Providence, North Jersey, Section 2. Mary Beth Campana. Right side to Lisa Halleck. Looking into the low post. This time they go to Linda Burke.
They've changed their alignment a little bit. They've put Lisa Halleck over on the wing, and they got Janice Higgins on the high post.
Hadke up once, no good. For the second time is gold.
Very aggressive in there, Hadke, and they have not been able to contain her down under.
That second effort gets Hadke her 6th point of the ball game. 20-17 in favor of New Providence. Between the circles, Colleen Brady to Roxanne Dankovic. Dankovic, 10 points in the opening quarter. Dankovic right side. Cynthia Dumas, who returns it immediately. Marianne Malika left side. Keyport working the offense.
There's Colleen Brady with the ball, but she's not getting the shot.
This time Dankovic can't get it to go home. Rebound comes down to New Providence. Lisa Halleck with the basketball, now to Mary Beth Campana. Campana holds it overhead. Goes to Janice Higgins. Higgins tries to force her way into the lane. We have a whistle, and Jim Loper says traveling.
And she did. They've moved her up to the top of the high post, trying to give her the ball up there.
Nancy Liss comes into the lineup, replacing Lisa Halleck. Liss is a 5'7" senior. Liss had been alternating at the starting position with Halleck earlier in the season. Steal by New Providence, 3-on-1, down the lane, a pass to Hadke, who lays it up easy for 2.
Nice pass.
Caitlin Hadke now with 8 points. Linda Burke with the assist, and it's now 22-17. 5-point bulge now for New Providence. Marianne Malika back outside. Colleen Brady. Brady, the leading scorer with only 1 field goal so far in the ball game.
Now they have the List girl on her. Halleck was on her, and when she came out, now the List girl is playing her, and they can't get her the ball.
Cynthia Dumas misses from the foul line. New Providence controlling the boards. That time Linda Burke with the rebound.
That's the 2 keys to the ball game so far. 1, they can't get the ball to Colleen Brady. And 2, as you just said, New Providence has controlled both boards pretty well.
Campana to Higgins. Higgins fires to Liss. Liss left side to Burke, and she is called for traveling also. Thought about putting up the shot, and in many instances, I guess she just should have taken it.
Should have taken the shot the first time. Took a little step after that and lost the ball.
Keyport trails by 5, 22-17, 4:21 to go until halftime. Brady trying to eye up the defense to get a shot, cannot. Roxanne Dankovic will Dankovic starting to go a little cold, and another rebound for New Providence.
They're getting that shot, but if she doesn't make it, and she was really making it in the first quarter, the ball's coming off, and New Providence is getting the rebounds, and the game goes on with Colleen Brady not touching the ball or seeing it too much. The defense has really bothered her. They're going to call a timeout now and probably talk about that.
Campana tried to find Liss underneath. Couldn't, and we have a turnover and a timeout. 3:55 to go in the second quarter. New Providence leading by 5, 22-17. Tony Gaeta in his 4th season, 70 wins, 34 losses. That's a 67% winning percentage. Gaeta trying to get his team back in the ball.